Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the JayBee Milly channel. So it's been a while since we've done one of these kind of update videos, or I guess just regular content based on new topics because of the new year, because of Christmas and illness, but we are back now and hopefully in full swing for the rest of 2023. So if you do want to see daily Scooby content plus weekly Scooby-Doo interviews with creators who have worked on your favourite Scooby-Doo movies, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and I guess comment down below what your favourite Scooby-Doo movie is. So this is a bit of a clickbait title, but genuinely it does hold true. We will not be watching Velma when it comes out on January 12th because it's a HBO Max exclusive. Now, for those of you that don't know, HBO Max isn't available in the UK, along with a lot of other countries outside of America. I'm not sure about the full list, but I definitely know for sure that it's not in large parts of Europe, the UK, and I believe Canada? You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But this is the main problem with this series, straight from the concept, and of course it's unfortunate to say, but people are going to hate on this just because of Velma's race. And hey, I'm all one for race swapping, for different interpretations of characters, but it's going to be divisive for reasons that people can genuinely criticise for. There's just going to be the racist idiots, but a lot of people are going to have both valid points against this series, and also some stupid points as well. But that's a massive group of people that is skeptical about this series, and some of them for pretty good reason. That being said though, there are some people that are genuinely excited to see this new take on Velma. The issue is there's very little to defend when a lot of the population can't even see it. So for example, us being people that are non-fundamentalist or new age thinking, like anything that fits in with the Scooby multiverse, I'm up for. If they want to do a live action Scooby apocalypse, I'm there. If they want to do an adult Velma show, I'm there. It's as simple as it gets. But you can't have an audience there if they don't have a way to get in. It just doesn't make sense. And I guess you could argue instantly that this is a bit like Logan in the X-Men universe making that step to R rating. The 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds that love the X-Men movies can't see that next installment. But it's actually entirely different because we've seen adult animation flourish in other mediums such as Rick and Morty and Adult Swim, which then saw a new lease of life on Netflix, which is very much available in most territories. I don't know if there's anywhere that doesn't have Netflix, but it's available in the UK, Canada, America. A lot of places have Netflix, certainly more than HBO Max. And so, if there was no instance of an adult animated show being successful before, then 100%, it's dead in the water before it started. But in the case of Velma, if it saw the same viewership as Rick and Morty, heck, if it saw 60% of the success of Rick and Morty, it's a pretty big success. Like, there's a lot of merchandising rights, there's just a lot of potential if it even got half of the viewership of Rick and Morty. But it isn't going to get a fraction of any viewership on a platform that doesn't allow a lot of its fan base to view it, and that's as simple as it gets. And with what's going on at HBO Max at the moment, who's to say that it isn't removed a week after the series finale is premiered? It seems kind of nonsense to me. So yeah, that's kind of my piece on HBO Max and Velma. 1, I am excited for this series. 2, I'm more positive than negative about it. I mean, that's kind of a bit of the purpose of this video as well. For all the trailers and the marketing has utterly failed to impress me. One thing that has impressed me is some of the new screenshots that we're seeing from the episodes. It looks visually amazing, and I like the tone of what I'm seeing so far. I'm hoping to, without getting into copyright issues, break down some of the screenshots that we've seen from all of the various episodes and see what we're gonna think about it and the direction that we think the story is gonna go. But for now, we have no way of watching it, so please don't expect instant reviews. For all we would love to do that, it just isn't available for us. And I don't know if it's ever going to be. I know that the Scooby-Doo Where Are You Now, or Where Are They Now special never aired in the UK, if I believe that correctly. The only way that we could watch it was that the whole thing was just uploaded onto YouTube. But in terms of a TV show, I really don't see anyone getting away with copyright, like, of doing that. It just doesn't seem like we're gonna watch it. Recently, they are doing something that's a bit of a partnership with the His Dark Material series. It's a HBO Max show and a BBC show. So what happened is we've got every single episode on BBC iPlayer, but it's also premiering weekly on the BBC. And I think in the UK, it's still not released the series finale on HBO Max. Like, the point is, HBO Max has shown willingness to work with other services such as the BBC, and so to not even have any hint at what we're going to get here is crazy. And the fact that Mindy Kaling, the head of this, hasn't had the foresight to just come out on Twitter and say, hey, we know that we've got lots of UK fans, lots of UK supporters, here's where you can watch it, or don't worry, it's going to be on iTunes. The fact that we're a week away from release and we haven't even got any reassurance, it doesn't bode well. And also, kind of a side note, when we all got into that kind of conversation as a community on Twitter about whether Velma's going to be good or bad, Mindy Kaling did supposedly chime in and give us some reassurance about that, but she did stress that she's going to speak to, quote, real deal Scooby fans closer to release date. And I can tell you that she definitely hasn't spoken to us. So whether she's spoken to another show, that's possible. But still, the fact that the other shows haven't released their episodes yet, in terms, if they have landed that Kaling interview, it just seems a bit too late, I don't know, it just seems like a bit of a messy situation. Regardless, when we can, if we can, we are going to give this show a fair chance. As we say, like, anything that they want to do with Scooby, we'll watch it, we'll review it. If it's bad, it's bad. No one's forced us to see it. If it's good, I don't know who's going to admit that it's good, but that's a whole different story entirely. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this kind of quick update video. Now, as we say, there have been some side issues that I just want to tackle. People have been reposting a poster that I'm not going to include in the visual or anything because it's actually being taken down for copyright. I don't really know what's going on with this situation. It does seem slightly odd to me that without a lot of promotion for the show, like in an official capacity, that they're starting to take down the fans promoting it. So we're going to need to be a bit cautious going forward about copyright issues. So our aim so far is to break down every photo that we've seen from episode 1, 2, 3, and so on. But we're going to hold off on them for a bit, so maybe do one every day leading up to the release, and just see if we get done with any copyright claims or anything like that. Because, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, and we've never really had to deal with much copyright stuff before. So we're going to hold off for a little bit, but please do expect some Velma content out right now. And if we can, we're going to try and get some Velma interviews to get to the bottom of this and actually speak to the real people behind this show and get their perspective on things, because I think that would change a lot of things, change a lot of perspectives. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you do want to see more of that, then please like, comment, and subscribe. JayBee Milly.